Scarlet and Violet 151 is getting the reprint and restock, but it's for the Japanese product. But will it affect the price of the English sealed products? Let's find out today. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun that we have here. It's a Scarlet and Violet 151 video today, and we're going to be talking about the reprint and restock that is going to be happening in May for the Japanese product. But is it going to affect the sealed product for the English market now? The Japanese market has had quite a big retracing recently, and a lot of the people were going into Japanese product during the pandemic when English product was so hard and it was so expensive to actually put your money into, and it was hard to find. So people went into Japanese, and now it feels like people are going back, they're moving back into the English products, and that actually could have some effect also on the regular Sword and Shield booster boxes as well. But we're going to talk about that in another video at some point in the near future. So today we're going to be talking about Scarlet and Violet 151. We're going to go over all of the sealed product, from the most expensive to the cheapest product, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents at the end of the video and let you guys know whether or not I think it's still a good idea to buy a lot of 151 product and hold it for now. So with that being said, why don't we take a look at the most expensive product from 151, and that is the Ultra Premium Collection. And this one is been on the rise lately, so this one definitely hasn't had any negative effects so far from the Japanese reprint, but I don't think the Japanese reprint, they're going to be reprinting anything like this. So this might be a pretty safe product. So $110.50 is its market price. As you can see, in the beginning of March, it was about $100.65. But if you look at the 6-month trend, it actually is going up to almost its pre-sale prices, which is kind of wild. And ever since its bottom, which was in November, it's been on the rise. It's had some ups and downs, but for the most part, it looks like it's on the upwards trajectory. So very good product. And I'm happy I bought a few of those to hold on to long term. We have the 151 Pokémon Center Elite Trainer box. This one has been going up a lot. It's definitely more of a safe buy, I think, than just the regular ETB. The Pokemon Center stuff, I think, is going to have a premium in the future. Now, this box is currently sitting at $103.30. If you look at the 6-month chart, it bottomed out around the same time, a little bit later actually, at the beginning of December of 2023, and it's been on the rise pretty much ever since. So a lot of Pokemon product has been on the rise since it bottomed out around the early December, late November, Christmas time, and then has been on the rise. Most product actually that was released from either Sword and Shield or even Scarlet and Violet. Well, maybe not the early Scarlet and Violet boxes, but we'll talk about that maybe in a later video. So we have the 151 ETB, the regular one, not the Pokemon Center one. It's currently sitting at $54.86. So this one, I mean, I don't know, when the news dropped, I think it was past March 12th, but as you can see, pretty much since March 14th, March 15th, it's actually been on the decline. Very interesting to see. Now the 6-month chart, again, it looks pretty similar. Around Christmas time, it's dropped off, but it has been kind of on the rise ever since. The chart looks like it's actually going up if you look at the last 3 months, but if you look at the last month, it definitely looks like it is on the decline, but it could stabilize soon and be back on the rise. Next up, we have the 151 Booster Bundle, and this one is sitting at $37.98 right now. It looks like it in March, it actually bottomed out a little bit. March 9th, around $32.79. But again, if you look at the 6-month chart, this is more of an interesting graph than anything else, because there's been a lot of peaks and valleys, but for the most part, it bottomed out in February to early March and went back up. But I don't know, this one was an interesting one. It's definitely the most value, so I think they actually did produce quite a few boxes of this. I think there's a lot of this that's actually sitting on the market. And if you look at it from a buyer perspective of what you want to open, if you want to get the cheapest packs, it is and was the best way to do that. So who knows where this is actually going to lead in the future. But I think in general, 151 is probably, for at least from the majority of the buyers, collectors, and investors, this is probably the best product to hold long term. It's got a lot of nostalgia in there. It's got beautiful artwork. It's a great set overall. And it's one of those premium sets that doesn't come with the booster box, which some people like, some people think that kind of sucks, but the Japanese product actually did come with some booster boxes. So interesting, that one is actually getting the reprint. Next up here is the 151 binder collection. This one's actually been on the decline in the past month. Oh boy. Okay, let's look at the 6-month chart. Again, actually the 6-month chart, it bottomed out October 30th and November 5th. But if you look at, the last month it's been on the decline, but I think this will probably go back up in price. I think the binder collection is probably the product I bought the most of. I don't know if I regret that. I mean, I probably should have bought more ETBs, but I just love the fact you get the 151 binder, just the presentation of this I really enjoyed. And I think the second product that I bought the most of was the poster collection. Similar kind of look to it, similar box, but it was a lot smaller. I just love, again, like the fact that you're getting those 3 starters in there as well. Long term, I think it can be very good, very nostalgic, and you get obviously the 3 booster packs. But it's, pretty cheap. It's been going down in price as well. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Next up here is the 151 Zapdos EX collection, which is kind of surprising to see this go up, because I'm pretty sure this was included in one of the Costco bundles recently that people were talking about on Reddit, and people were scalping again, but it doesn't seem to affect the price here. I'm pretty sure this is one of the boxes that was included in that. So it's sitting at $28.11. Look at the 6-month chart. Yeah, bottomed out actually early October at $20.76, but it's been on the rise ever since. Next up is the Alakazam, and I'm pretty sure that this was the other box that was attached to the Zapdos box from the Costco collection, the one that they were selling. It was like 36 bucks or something like that. It was in America. That's pretty wild. Yeah. So you can definitely break down the components there and sell it, and that's what people were doing, some scalpers and stuff. So we have this box right now sitting at $24.98. Definitely kind of bottomed out, just low sales, or just we had a pretty interesting week of just maybe a few sales that were actually sold at a much more discounted rate than it is right now. And actually, let's check that out, because that is interesting to see. So, because it definitely went down. Oh, okay, so someone sold an unopened, so that's what affected the market. But that really shouldn't affect the market that much. So yeah, someone opened it, and then promos only. So yeah, so that shouldn't really affect the market. So this little blip there doesn't really mean anything. If you look at the 6-month chart though, you can see that it's actually been on the rise pretty much ever since early October. I mean, it really hit its peak though around Christmas at $29.18. Then it's been on the climb, but it looks like it's really stable right now. And the last product is the product that I bought the second most of, and that's the poster collection with the 3 Kanto starters. We have Bulbasaur, we have Charmander, and Squirtle. It's currently sitting at $22.55. Now, it looks like it's kind of bottomed out, but if you look at the 6-month chart here, it's not at its lowest point. Actually, its lowest point was, again, at the beginning of October, similar to a lot of products, 151, sitting at about $21.88, but it's not too far off. Actually, it's not too far off. I do believe, maybe apart from the booster bundle, this product they probably printed the most of, just because of the fact that it's a nostalgic piece. It's probably one of the products that's going to sell the most for Pokemon, so it was a good idea to probably print more of this than anything else. But I still think it's a great long-term hold. I just love this product there. You get the 3 starters there. I love the poster you can display on your wall as well, and of course you get the 3 booster packs, and it's still a pretty good price for $22.55. I think that's a really good deal. I do see it going up in the future, but let me know what you guys think about the Japanese 151 reprint and restock, and do you believe that's going to have a bigger effect on the English market? Do you think that the English product is actually going to get a reprint and restock as well? Let me know down below in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.